I just wanted to look at this one really quickly. Really quickly. Okay, let's see. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good day, good people. Like it. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Okay, there we go. I mean, CYCN is still just kind of holding the bottom of the range there, so just holding that $2 bottom. So if that's something you're in, just make sure we can stay above that $2 level. Should be okay. Should be okay. Alrighty, alrighty. BTC had a nice pop out of nowhere, which is nice, which is good to see. Which is good to see. Good morning, good morning. Matthew, good morning. Missy, good morning. Good morning, William. Ayo, what's up, what's up? Good morning, Venna. Frank, good morning. Hype, good morning. Ciao, Bradley. Brad, ciao, ciao. Protect. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Bet. Good morning, Rod. Good morning, Josh. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Nicola. Good morning, Rumteen. Good morning, Sanders. Good morning, Stocks. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, CL. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hebrew. Good morning. Sarah. Say good morning. Panic. Good morning. Belen. Good morning. Michael. Good morning. Ayo, Bill. Good morning. Mikkel. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Some of these names have had some really good runs into the open. So, yeah, we might be in that position where you're having to wait for the market to open and settle if you're not in anything. I want to see if SMX can maybe dip and hold the 50 or maybe even the 200 or simply just break out, right? So, that's one name we don't mind into the open. We've obviously liked this one for a long time now, ALMS. We've been talking about this one since that breakout, right? So that was a really good breakout, actually, right? Breakout, retest, and then boom skis. So good run, almost to 22. AZI is another one that doesn't look too bad. You're just kind of stuck between support and resistance now. So your support closer to $3, resistance closer to 345. So it's kind of playing in between those two levels for now. Yeah. Oh, Blister. My goodness, where have you been? It's good to see you. Wow, wow, wow. How are you? How's can't remember his name now. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need to break above $1.25, $1.26 at some point on this one if it wants to run. So we'll keep an eye on that. We shall keep an eye on that. The one that's done really well this morning though is ALMS. Done really well. Really, really well. Right. That was a good pop. Really, really good pop and a really good curl. So for those of you that say, I'm saying this, Matt, because I saw your name in the chat, right? For those of you that say sometimes, oh, the news comes out and it runs really quickly, I completely understand that, right? We're all on the same page. Sometimes when these stocks have news, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, right? And if you chase it, you're playing with fire, right? Because again, look at that. The news came out, beautiful pop, right? Can you do anything about that? Hell no, right? Do you have an opportunity at some point though, which is a perfect opportunity? Perfection, easy? Yes. Does it cook after that? Absolutely. Right? So there's always on the good names, there's always an opportunity to get in, right? And if it runs, quickly without you, whatever. Leave it alone. Right? You don't have to be in every stock that cooks. Mark, good morning, Mark. You ready for BTC to get back above 100K? Jason, good morning. Man, good morning. Worst trader, good morning. Mushashi, good morning, Jericho. Green and wealthy. We break the initial high. You didn't think we were gonna break the initial high? Yeah, but thinking is not for us, right? Our job is to look at data and make decisions based on that information, right? You're not allowed to think. The more you think, the more mistakes you make. So think less when you're trading, please. Right? Come up with the system, follow the system. Right? Keep your thinking keep your thinking in somewhere else, not in the markets. Alrighty. So you come up with the system, you do the research, you back test and make sure that the system works more often than it doesn't. Right? And then you follow the system. You trust the system. You don't think. Anyways, no, for sure. Bitcoin needs to break above 94 and stay above 94. We played too many games around that spot. Maybe if we can get back above like 95. Lost in space, welcome to the community. Alrighty, I think you're connected now, maybe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ayo, Dan, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Caitlin, good morning. Tommy, good morning. KB, good morning. Good morning if I missed you. Bonjour, bonjour. Tim, good morning. The legend in the sense. Anyways, I'll leave that alone this morning. So again, going into the open, I like ALMS. It's a more expensive stock, but that doesn't really matter, right? 5% of an expensive stock is 5% of a penny stock. Doesn't really matter. So I like this one going into the open. The previous high, the last high is 2170. So let's see if we can break above that level. Just be careful though going into the open. We have 8 minutes before the market opens. So I'm sure you're going to see some sell-offs, especially if we're pushing into the highs going into the open already. I like AZI. AZI needs to break above to the upside now, though, if it wants to keep cooking. SMXT doesn't look too bad. I think this one still needs to break above that resistance, though, if it wants to push. So just kind of watching that for now. We have a whole bunch of random names, whole bunch of random stocks, right? CYCN doesn't look too bad either, right? But just a whole bunch of random names. Yeah, no thinking aloud, please. Henu, good morning. Sarai, good morning. Jose, good morning. Upside, good morning. You cannot get it into the Discord. You have to follow the steps in the getting started already. Follow the steps. So go to the getting started channel. There's some instructions in there. The last video also walks you through. But if you scroll up a little bit, there are going to be some screenshots that point to what you're supposed to click on to gain access. Make sure you're using the same Gmail email you're using with this account on YouTube, though. Alrighty, that's what it's looking for. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool. Pacific. Could you? Okay, I'll let you now confirm. Okay, anything else on the scanner here that we haven't looked at yet? Yeah, so again, the top name going into the open for now is the ALMS. Right, like this one's been a beast. Right, so we've spammed a whole bunch of charts on this one in Discord today. Whole bunch. 166% going into the open there, which is nice. Question for you guys in the chat though, usual question. What's your favorite stock going into the open? Aspara? I think you're a new member as well, right? Apara? I'm sure I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but it's YouTube's fault. What's your favorite stock going into the open? Silva. Silva. Pyro would be very proud. AMC, better not be. CYCN, EVTV, interesting. Okay. I'm kind of surprised, I think I know why you guys like those other names because they're cheaper, right? CYCN I don't mind. I like this one, right? So as long as we stay above that 305, $2 no $2 level, as long as you stay above $2, I don't mind this. Alrighty. As long as you stay above $2, I don't mind. I was hoping though that some of like we would have more answers for the best stock that's performing like into the open rather than you know Beyond Meat, Jason. Yeah. No, again, AZI, CYCN, all of these names, the names that we're going to obviously pay attention to, which is fine. Thank you, Tiffany. At least someone. Yeah, no, 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 that's fair. Right. So that's completely fair. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a micro float. Anyway, so yeah, AZI looks good. We like this one. CYCN has work to do, right? ALMS, it's really good for now. Once the market opens, I'm sure the float will play a role, and you might see a sell off at the open. Why? Because it's been running all pre market, so people are going to take some profits. Um, yeah, and then we'll see what else shows up, and then go from there. So we shall see what else shows up and go from there. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, as he's trying to curl here nicely, which is good. I think at this point, though, with some of these names, you just want to wait for the market to open and then go from there. Okay, let's take a look at. I want to look at ELAP and then OPTX. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna leave that one up. It doesn't look too bad. And then OPTX. I have this one up here somewhere. Just gonna put it back up again though. Yeah, OPTX has done a good job of like holding the bottom. I think Jeff is in this one. Jeff, where's Jeff? Yeah. So we kind of mentioned to you this morning that as long as it stays above that 200 EMA at the bottom, completely okay. So uh, hey, so we shall see. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Put up some of the last stocks I need to put up here. Okay, here we go. That's okay. You're way too close to the open, anyways, KB, to be getting into brand new positions. Way too close. Okay, that's another name. Okay, then. EVTV, sure. For sure. EVTV. Do you have a position in that play? It's curling up the bottom, right? So your support is 50 cents in this one. Your resistance is 54.50, 55 cents. Yeah. Alrighty. So it doesn't look bad as long as it stays above 50 cents EVTV. Cool. As long as you stay above that level, should be okay. Cool. I still don't mind SMXT. That thing just doesn't have enough volume though. Don't mind it though. Maybe a bit closer to $1. And then AZI again, a retest of 340 and rejected. So double top for this one. We actually have quite a few names to watch at the open now. Quite a few names, which is okay. We'll see what actually gives us a breakout. So CYCN, this one's kind of stalling now. AZI still needs to break out. And here we go. Open the markets and let us cook, please. Let us cook. Again, when you see these names dipping at the open like that, that shouldn't really be a surprise, you know? Should not be a surprise. This is why we tell you not to FOMO at the open. There we go. Yeah, so ALMS, nice dips at the open, not surprised. OPTX is actually holding up quite well, isn't it? AZI still needs to break above 340. Still need the boom skis. EVTV, nice pop. With the so there goes the push above 55 cents. And then you're looking for 57.58 there. That's where the VWAP is at. So watch that level. There it goes. Nice boom skis. Again, just be mindful of that VWAP up there though. Alrighty. And obviously the supply zone. Obviously the supply zone. As he just can't seem to break out yet. Good morning, Diddy. And then EVTV. It's a nice pop. It's a really nice pop. Yeesh. 60 cents. Yeah, that thing said boom skis. EVTV. Boom skis. So as soon as it broke above that 54.55, yeah, there it goes. That thing is flying. Flying. Looks like CYCN just dropped some more news. Doesn't seem like anything that's, overly impressive though. Nothing that's overly impressive. So ALMS went from 22 to 21 back to 22 and then going back down again. AZI, nothing. Just going sideways. Sideways. So EVTV is the only thing that's actually pushed really nicely. Obviously, not even close to the highs of the day, though, right? Not even close. So let's see if this one can give us a higher low at the very least. As he's still really close to that breakout. Really close. Really, really close. Animals, Peter? What happened with animals? Only for food? No. EVTV is says, hey guys, I'm the only one. Type yes in the chat if you're holding a EVTV. Anybody FOMO into this one? Because that thing is cooking. The SCL, you're out for now? Okay, there you go. Oh, we're getting the golden candle. It's a really nice push though. That's a really good push. Right? So that resistance again was 54.55. Once it broke above that level and got above the VWAP, boom skis. Look at that thing cook. Look at it go. Right? Again, this is the only thing that's actually broken out this morning. 58. There you go. So I mean, and we talk about this every day, right? What's the name that's gonna do well at the open, guys? The name that's gonna break out, right? FOMO, yeah. It had to be FOMO, Tiffany. You should have held it. As long as you made money. As long as you made money, that's okay, right? So and that's why we have to make that point. Like we can have all these names at the open, guys. Like a CYCN breaking out? No, it's not, right? Is ALMS breaking out? No, it's not. OPTX, is it breaking out? No, it's not. ELAP, is it breaking out? No, it's not. AZI, is it breaking out? No, it's not. Right? What's the only name that actually broke out? Right? EVTV. So it's really important that when you have a list of names, you're looking for the one that's actually breaking out because that's where people are gonna go, right? This is retail. Retail goes where the vibe is at. So 51.75, $1,200. Have a good day. Look at that. What a criminal. What a criminal. I like it. I like it a lot. Well done. Congratulations, Rum Team. Well done. That's a really good push. Again, hopefully you guys are taking gains on the way up here, though. Hopefully you're taking gains on the way up. And eventually some of these other names will move, right? Like eventually CYCN will find a base somewhere. And then Curl, AZI, right? Maybe a $3 bounce. So eventually some of these other names will come back. ALMS is just retesting $20. So consolidation and then Curl. For now though, EVTV has been the one. 74 cents. 74 cents. What else did we have here? Hmm. Yeah, so SMSX looks interesting there if it can stay above the 200 EMA. If that thing can stay above the 200 EMA, not too bad. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this one. Yeah, see, that thing is already skipping up the 200 EMA, right? So yeah, I wanted to watch this one at the open just because the news was interesting. Again, not that the news matters, but anyways, EVTV looks like it's kind of T-Rex in here below 75 cents. The T-Rex 75. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. for you. There goes CYCN, guys. Look at that. Woof. Damn. Okay. Slow down, CYCN. Slow down. Damn. I hate when stuff like this happens, though. Unless you're already in the position, then that's fine. Anyways, same resistance. 225, 230. Same. Nice pop, though. Right? $2. Psychological bounce. Not bad. And then yeah, so EVTV is struggling with 75 cents. Maybe a retest of the 9 EMA or something else. Maybe. As he's all the way back down to retesting that $3 area. All the way back down. Can you believe it's been 9 minutes, guys? All of this chaos, it's only been 9 minutes. Feels like it's been, right? Anybody feel that way? Like it's been an hour? It's only been 9 minutes, right? So if your hands are itching and you're like, oh my goodness, I need to be in something. It's been 9 minutes already. There's hours and hours and hours left in the day, so there's no need to rush if you don't see anything you like. CYCN does look okay though. You just have that resistance. Yeah, that's a raw. That's a good scalp. $2. Yeah, that's a really good scalp. Sometimes you have to be willing to take those gambles, off the bottom, off a psychological level. Sometimes you have to be willing to. And then yeah, so it looks like EVTV's that 75 really was the level. SIDU, PK, okay. SIDU. There goes the push on CYCN. Mm, mm, mm. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. So again, as he came all the way down, retested that 305 area, and it looks like it's kind of bouncing, right? So I mean, that looks like okay consolidation, doesn't it, right? Few candles just kind of holding that level. It's not bad. Any hope for AZI? AZI has hope, yeah. Right? It's bouncing off support for now, Missy. Bouncing, bouncing. In terms of ALMS, like I honestly don't see. I don't know if you're in. Are you in a position? Let me know if you are, right? Because I don't see, like, I don't quite see unless you're buying closer to $20 here, which in that case you should still be okay. Other than that, though, after the market open, I don't really see anything that remotely resembles an entry on this one, right? Because it kind of did what was expected: open and then dip. Sock monkey, ayo. Good morning. She didn't have hope. That's funny. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, as long as he can stay about 305, it does have a bit of hope. If it breaks below that level though, mm-mm, then you have a bit of an issue. Right. The good thing is, I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing. The good thing is like the 200 EMA is still well below. So you could easily dip and then bounce off the 200 EMA there. Easily. Yeah, obviously CYCN, you can kind of see the problem here, right? As much as, we want that thing to break, it's like 225. 225 is a problem, right? So one of these candles needs to break and close above that 225 if it wants to cook. Yeah, why is there so much resistance? Honestly, because there is, right? Because there is. Yeah, so 225, 230, that 5 cent range. So if you look to the left hand side, you can see the previous fail, right? So that's the thing with retail. Retail is very I don't know what word I'm looking for, but so once you fail at a level, there's a good chance that you're gonna fail at that level again, right? That's why double tops are so common. So when you see something fail at the same level, that's why we say look left, right? Look left, right? Look left, look left. Why are you looking left? So you can see that this level was a problem in the past. So when we get there, you're like, maybe I need to make a decision, right? So, and honestly, those candles have stalled there quite enough that it gives you enough time to make a decision. Maybe a cup and handle now, and then push above. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. As he's still kind of chilling in that same range, right? EVTV looks okay. Looks okay. Other than EVTV like exploding at the open, everything else is just kind of like, other than EVTV with the nice explosion at the open, everything else just looks super sus. Super, super sus. We need to get this new year going, This new year going. What's happening? Do we need to sacrifice somebody? I think we do. What is going on with these stocks? Come on, EVTV, save us. Yeah, there you go. Do something, do something. Something, do something. Unbelievable. On. And there goes CYCN, right? Failing at the top. Surprise. Not really. Right? You can see the candles T-Rexing there. So that's really not a surprise. They had news like an hour ago or something like that, Ahmed. CYCN, yeah. So you can see the two main levels on this though, right? So 225, 230 resistance, support closer to $2 on CYCN. So we shall see. We shall see. AZI just going sideways, just as useless as Peters. The only name that's doing well today is EVTV, the only stock that's like, hey guys, I want to cook for you. I want to cook for you. Is EVTV. But at the same time, though, that thing is retesting a double top, so 75 cents double tops. I vote to sacrifice Peter. Sundial to the roof. Cents, really? Sundial, of all the names you could pick, Peter, you could get a in Eva for 90% off. Go do it. On EVTV. This morning I got to too much money paid, 64. So you ended up making money on it though, right, Thomas? Leave Peter alone. Yeah. So for now, again, that's a double top. So 75 cents. EVTV is going to need to close above 75 if it wants to push. Push, push, push. CYCN, obviously, it's holding $2. Tim? Yeah, so again, that thing needs to stay above that. OPTX came back down and bounced off the 200 EMA again. So I know some of you guys are watching this one. So watch that 200 EMA. ELAP just doesn't look like anything, but it's testing the 200 EMA. I know, right? We need Regan. We need the thrust. M-Sense, good to see you. Fraction of the penny away, really? 77? I mean, you're not that far away, and it looks like it's gonna hit it again at some point. Um, I don't know why you did 77 cents though. Is my like, you know what I mean? MD, right? I don't know why you're doing 77 cents when the double top isn't even 77 cents, right? So you maybe want to put a stop loss now instead of 77 cents, please. Alrighty, unless we get a nice little cup and handle, still looks good. Hopefully we go back up there, but yeah. You bought it at 220. I mean, you're basically at break even. You're down 2 cents, Spendy, and you're down 2 cents, right? Again, it would have been better if you got in closer to $2, obviously, because that's where the actual support is at. But you're not that far away. You're down 2 cents. So hopefully you get a pop above. Here we go, 218, 219, and there you go. There's your 220. Right? So if you were panicking about this, you could sell it at break even if you need to. Alrighty. So EVTV still at 72, 73, so it still looks good, 74, right? So this one still looks the best for now. Followed by CYCN if we can get a breakout. AZI still just kind of going sideways, right? Still holding 305, $3. But what we need is Boomskis virus. Boomskis. Good morning, virus. Good morning. Jake. Jake's that? Yeah, I'll take a look. Spy looks nice. Right? Nice pop. When all-time highs. When all-time highs. I'll take a look. Yep. IMSR. So you're in at 866. Okay, so you're green in that position. You're kind of sitting at resistance here, $9 though. Yeah, so $9, 9.10. You have a nice, like, you have a good entry. In the sense that you're green in that position. My only concern is you add resistance here though. Right, that's my only concern. You add resistance, so you might have to either move your stop loss above break even or take some gains. Alrighty. Yeah, Spy is cooking there. When all-time highs, virus, all-time highs. CYCN is pushing for that top again, 225. 225. So yeah. So Spandy, you're green on your position now, right? So you should be okay. EVTV, guys, really common, right? It's a double top. Surprise, surprise. No, not really. It's a double top. So it's a double top. And for some reason, we can't seem to break out on CYCN here. For some reason. What's the reason? Because virus needs to buy the whole float. But yeah, double tops, right? That's going to be the theme of the day, double tops. We need some actual breakouts. Maybe this time. Maybe 224. Let's go, Sonny. Well done. I like that. Well done. Well done. And then again, EVTV, clearly a fail. SMXT, there's nothing happening with it for now. Henu, right? It's clearly on a downtrend, so there's really not a whole lot going on there. So not a whole lot going on there. Watch a dollar. Watch a dollar for psychological support. Alrighty. Watch $1. Maybe you can get a bounce at that level. Maybe. SPY looks nice though, doesn't it? Damn virus. Look at that. Woof. Look at that boom ski. But then again, this is SPY, right? 2 seconds from now, we're gonna be I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. It's a nice push though. It's a nice push. We don't mind. Yeah, nice boom skis, Jason. Very nice boom ski. As he's still holding that bottom, this Peter needs to buy the stock just because, you know. So 305, you can see it's still acting as a base, right? So that's not too bad. Still needs to break out though. Still needs to break out. ALMS is just dead. Not really crashing, but just, sideways. That's not a question you should be asking though, right, Missy? That's not a question you should be asking. Should I hold AZI and ALMS? I don't even know your entry, right? I don't know where your stop loss is at. I know nothing about your position, right? So 2026, don't ask questions like that. Questions like that will result in roasting, please. Ready? Please and thank you. So again, as he's holding the bottom, right? So the question you should be asking is, hey, I got AZI at this price. It's holding 305, like we've been talking about, right? We've talked about 305, $3 all morning long. So the question shouldn't be, should I hold the position? Right? If you got in close to the bottom here, that's fine. Put a stop loss below. Right? It's looking like it's trying to form a bit of a W, right? That's what it's looking for. Right? So what's your entry price? Alrighty, and I think you should be green in this position. There's no way you should be red. No way, right? And then you can sell it if you want to, right? Because the only other time the only way you're red in this position is if you bought a double top, which in that case I really want to roast you, right? And if you bought off the actual support, then you're green in that position. Cool. You do have a downtrend there. That's why it's failing there. So there's a bit of a downtrend there. So that's why we tell you to avoid those downtrends. Yeah. I have a position, 68 cents. Should I hold? Well, put a stop loss. Alrighty? Put a stop loss, Rahul. Put a stop loss. You're basically at break even, so put a stop loss. You're green in that position now, 69 cents, right? So put a stop loss. You're fine. Alrighty? Uh, Yeah. Mhm. And there is nothing showing clear signs, Bilal. Yeah. Yes. 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 It's been a bit of a sus morning, hasn't it? Right? Like the names we like are just kind of playing with resistance. Like CYCN, we like this one, but look at what it's doing. It's like, hey, I want to break, but I don't want to break. I want to break, but no, I don't want to break. Right? So, and then AZI, like, there's a bit of a pop, but then gets rejected and slapped. Right? Like EVTV has been the good one, but obviously hit a double top. Yeah, that's crazy, 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 Dan. Pumping with the markets. So again, CYCN for now looks like the most promising one. If that thing can decide to break out, if it can decide to break out, that would be nice. You know? Yeah. Not the best morning in terms of like momentum stocks. Uh let's go, Luna. You made your daily go plus more, going back to jogging. Let's go. Amazing. Well done, Luna. Well done. Congratulations. Give me a high five. Let's go. I like it. I like it a lot. And Spy is just creeping. Did you forget about MNQ, Dan, or NQ? You seem to like silver a lot more now. IBIO with a bit of a pop. IBIO. Hmm. Spy and silver. Yeah. Send it, send it, send it. Send it, Robs. Uh, hmm. Interesting. Here we go, 690. EVTV still looks okay though, right? So if you're still in at 68 cents, who is in at 68 cents? If you're still in at 68 cents, well, you're green. CYCN just doesn't want to do it, just doesn't want to break out. And if it doesn't break out, there's really nothing we can do here. Recover from from the cough. Okay, sounds good, Jericho. Yeah, get some rest. Silver, Joe is. Wow, interesting. I mean, Joe's personality is perfect for that. There goes EVTV. Maybe EVTV is gonna break above 75 cents again. EVTV, you can do it. All we want for the new month is boom skis. Boom skis. Yeah, I know, Bilal, exactly. When I'm looking at SPY, the markets are a little bit slow. A little bit slow. Do, 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 do. Mm. Interesting. What's your position, Conan? What's your position in SkyQ? What is your position there? Yeah, no, SIDU I like. Obviously, fits the theme perfectly, the space theme, and it's been running for quite some time now. That name was on the watch list over the weekend, right? So, Yeah, no, if you have a question, just let me know where your position is and I'll take a look. Please and thank you. We need those brand new all-time highs for SPY. All-time highs. And then EVTV needs to break above 75 and actually close above 75. Break, break, break. Peter says Rob is here. uh, Look at ELAB, what a nightmare, Chris. Yeah, again, like honestly, if I look at ELAB, I don't really see anything for ELAB that tells me that there's an entry here, though, right? That's like there's nothing here, Chris. You know what I mean? Like there's literally nothing. Like other than maybe the 200 EMA, right? That's the first time since the open that it like actually tried, right? So it is a nightmare. So yeah, it's nothing to see on ELAB there unless it reclaims the 200 EMA. Yeah, you're gonna short silver. Seems like shorting like one of those days when you short NQ and they take your eyebrow off. That's what shorting silver would feel like. 74. Here comes that 75. So EVTV is breaking out. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding EVTV. MNTS, Vena. In the coming days or weeks, FBLG. Why are you expecting a catalyst? CYCN just keeps going back and forth. Close to $2, 225 back down. So it's gonna break one way or the other. And then we'll at least have a decision. Anybody holding EVTV? You guys all ran. You guys all sold it. 77 cents, brand new high, 78. Maybe that 77 order finally filled. Looks good. Looks good. There you go, Nancy. Focus. There you go. Greg? Yeah, well done. You're still holding it, Frankie? Okay. Looks good. 77. Matt, what are you holding? Are you in anything? You moved it down to 70, 75 and it failed? Of course. And then it went to 77, huh? Right? No, you did okay though, right? So like I would, when you're putting that order at a price that it hasn't been to and it's a double top, you're asking for trouble, right? Because honestly, we could have easily dropped from, like that thing came all the way down to 64. You could have been in a horrible position, MD, right? So you've done absolutely nothing wrong there. Your initial sell order should have been at the double top, not above it, right? Where is it likely to curl? Maybe up the VWAP here. So the closer you are to 18, right? So between 18 and 1850. Yeah. Raven, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. When you try and use a limit, you get an error. When I try and use a stop, I get an error. You might have to call Phantom. The best thing to do is call your broker and ask them why you're getting an error. Yeah. So call them and ask. Thank you, MD. You too. Good jobs. Good job. Good monies. 77. Where are the boomskis? Where are the boomskis? Give us more boomskis. When you use market, you get in, huh? So, so you have to keep in mind though, like if you're using a limit buy, um, maybe you're playing with a stock that has a big spread. Like, what are you trying to get into, Phantom? Then you're getting an error. You shouldn't be getting an error if you're getting in on a market buy. Then. Shane, the 1 penny scalp. No, that's okay. You did good. Yeah, because now we're clearly below the or dropping below the yellow candle, anyways, Brandon. So, Mark, are you cooking this morning? What are you playing with? 72, 71. Missy, are you still in your positions for AZI and ALMS? Again, really important that you set stop losses on that stuff, right? As he's coming back, like as he's still holding that 200 EMA, and obviously we've mentioned this quite a few times. Like we when a stock is still above the 200 EMA, we still want to pay attention to it. The problem with ASI is like that resistance at 320, $3.20. Hmm, interesting. 310. Samir, FPLG. I mean, at some point when it finally does move, we'll pay attention to it. At some point. SPY is looking really nice. Did you end up taking that short on silver, Dan? Actually, Alex, I think someone had a question for SkyQ. Actually, I just haven't looked at it. SkyQ, that's a good breakout. Yeah, the candles look a bit sus, but it's not bad. Actually, the trend actually looks good. In terms of like curls, yeah, not bad. Your next resistance is going to be close to 58 cents though, but not bad. Yeah, Conan, it was you asking, right? Yeah, I think it was you. Are you you should be green in that position, obviously. Obviously, but yeah, so closer to 58 there. ALMS is still holding that view out there, so 1850 still holding. Just not enough volume for the push down. That float is a bit bigger, so yeah, good. Yeah, no, exactly. Not sure why there's an error message though, right? It should just give you the limit and then just leave it there. You know what I mean? So yeah, so not sure why. Yeah, Tommy, seriously, some suspicious price action. Suspicious, more like bull at zero and delisted. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, hmm. Interesting. Okay. Trying to go where, Peter? Trying to go where? Rubbish. Gave me some silver eagles for your birthday a long time ago. You're cooking with them? Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, very nice. That is very nice. Congratulations. Uh, my broker is it says I bought my shares at for zero. Zero? Tell them thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Let's do business again. Useless stock pizza. SkyQ is still looking good, Conan, right? So 58 cents is still your next resistance. Looks good. See if we can break out. ALMS is almost back to 19 at least. Yeah. Yeah. Caitlin, tell them thank you very much. I appreciate your support. No. So the system always glitches every so often, but they end up fixing it. Yeah. Yeah. They always end up fixing it. Um, okay, let's see. And withdraw. Yeah. And they would call you back and fix it. They have a way of figuring it out. They have a way of figuring it out. Hmm. A Minion Christmas today? Oh wow! Merry Christmas, pizza. Merry Christmas to the Armenians. Merry Christmas. It is slow, Larry. And I was just thinking too, like, do I remember any rallies at the beginning of the year? Yeah, right. Like HKD was it 2 years ago? Started like January 14, 15 or something like that. Right. So maybe once we, people come back from the holidays, slowly get back in, right? And then we cook. And I also wanted to look at the market cycle, just for the markets, overall markets, because sometimes they, apply. Um, Sometimes, yeah. So it almost kind of correlates with like the markets going up and then coming back down, and then momentum stocks cook, which is interesting. So at some point, we'll see. Just wanted to look at that really quickly. You had a terrible entry at 56. What are we at now? Yeah, that was a pretty rubbish entry. Did you sell it though? You did, right? Yeah, if your resistance is 58 and you're buying at 56, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. You made $1? Good. Ice cream monies. If you can even buy anything with that. Uh but what we need is yeah, if you haven't joined in Discord, then let's go, Coleman. Thank you very much. And again, the question that like is the question that like I always ask, and I don't know why, it's not understood. It's like when you guys succeed, like everybody's happy, like I'm happy, you're happy, we're all happy, right? Unless you're his friend. Yes, then I will finish you. You know what I mean? Like when you guys do well, you're happy, I'm happy, everybody's happy. You know what I mean? um so like I really do want you guys to succeed, right? It's one of the best feelings too when you look in Discord and you see someone that was completely new like a year ago helping someone that's new now. It's amazing, right? It makes my life so much easier. You have no idea. Right? Like not having to answer every question and always be in Discord, because I know that the members that can help other members. It's amazing. So just buy the soda level and you will yep. Raven, exactly. uh yep, yep. Let's go, Coleman. Let's go. Give me a high five. Let's go. Keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Made my daily goal in QQQ and going to dabble with a small amount of shares, 200 EMA. No, I think the level that we were looking at was that 1850 range, the VWAP and the demand zone in a double bottom mark. So it's kind of bouncing off that and it's filling at the 50 for now. So I'm not quite sure if we're going to go back down and test it. Maybe if we reject, right? We're clearly sitting at resistance right now. So like right there, that's resistance, right? There's obviously the like this line there, but then also the 50 EMA is sitting right there too. So, and then these candles are kind of stalling there. So you need the breakout at that level, right? So 1920, yeah, so 1930 to test $20 if it breaks. If not, come back and retest. And then if this level breaks, then yeah, definitely to the 200 EMA. Exactly, Kevin. Exactly. Mm. Azzy is super annoying. No wonder Peter is. Anyways, I'm gonna leave Peter alone. Man, super annoying. The good thing is like it's still holding the level that it's supposed to. Right, the $3 is still holding, but damn, is it annoying. SkyQ, obviously, we talked about 58 cents being resistance. It's still resistance. And then CYCN, stupid, right? Again, this is why, as much as we can sit here and say, hey, like, okay, you know what? I wanna wait for this thing to break, above 225, because that's the resistance, right? We do this quite often where we sit here and we're like, hey, we're gonna hold this position, we're holding and hoping that it can break out, because if it breaks out, boom skis, right? But you can't really do that, right? When you see that a stock is failing at resistance, and you can clearly tell that it's resistance because you can see the candle stalling there, but also if you look left, there's a supply zone, right? When you see stuff like that, at the very least, you can wait for that breakout, but you need to either sell half of that position or you need to put a stop loss, right? So breakouts are fun, right? But when you're at resistance and you're waiting for that breakout, you need to make a decision just in case it doesn't happen. Ready? Just in case it doesn't happen. Just in case. Please. Thank you. Ready? Because next thing you know, you're sitting at a breakout and then it doesn't break out and now you've lost all the gains. Please and thank you. As he's still slowly curling this, SkyQ still failing at resistance. And then look at that rejection mark. Look at that rejection, right? So 50 EMA resistance, 1930, slap back to 1850 and the VWAP. So let's see if it stays above that level again. Slap. ALMS. SPY. Yeah, a bit of a retracement there for SPY too. Everything is almost retracing at the same time. How do you find these resistance? Um, there's a whole bunch. There's a there's quite the you know there's a whole, I don't know why I'm glitching for some reason. I can't find the words today. But when you're looking for resistance, there's so many ways you could look for resistance, right? So many ways. um, right, you could use supply zones, you could use fib levels, you could use history, right? Use your words. I know, right? Donovan, I know, don't have the words. Yeah. So in a simple way though, like technical analysis. If someone says, "Hey, like, what is technical analysis?" Well, technical analysis is like a study of the past to predict the future, right? So historical levels, right? So you're looking left to predict the future, right? So you go back in time and you say, "Hey, like, what's happened in the past?" Right? Can I use the past to predict the future? Is what technical analysis is for the most part, right? And then you can kind of break it down now to, okay, I'm scalping, so I'm going to use levels from a 1 minute time frame. I'm swinging, so I'm going to use 15-minute or daily time frames, right? So there's so many ways to look at, like, to find resistance levels, and most of it goes back to zooming out on different time frames depending on what your intentions are, right? Scalping, swinging, long term, a whole bunch of other ways. Alrighty, cool. Rob is gonna make a short of what is technical analysis. So expect the short coming later. Shorts, a YouTube short. Yeah, when you see those shorts, guys, hit the like, leave a comment, stuff like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. It shows that you're smart, Mario. Yeah, I don't know about that, but sure, I agree with you. EVTV isn't quite dead yet, so looks like we're trying to push back for the top again. Trying to, and it looks like Mark. There's a bit of a bounce off that 1850, right, for ALMS. A little bit of a bounce. Yeah, little bit of a bounce. Nothing crazy. And then SkyQ slapped 58 cents. Right. So again, historical data pointed to the fact that there was a problem at 58 cents and it failed at 58 cents. Right. And then another thing to keep in mind too is, like, just because there's resistance at a specific level doesn't mean you have to sell right away. Right. Usually the advice is give it a second. Like, if you notice that it's really struggling there, then you have to make a decision. Right. And if you did, that's a good thing, because now look at it. Slap. Yeah, Tim, there was just nothing good there. Yeah, NXTT halted up. NXTT. See what happens when we get an on halt. Anybody still holding AZI? AZI, as again, Peter's ex girlfriend. Pretty annoying, to be expected, because Peter's pretty annoying. But yeah, so 320 test resistance. You're still, yeah, Missy, you're still in there, yeah, right. It does it, like, again, the good thing is that it's holding, right. The bottoms can't seem to break out though. I stopped holding her. Anyways, 320 is your resistance on this thing, so it needs to push back above. Push. You know what still looks good? Spy testing a double top, and that thing is making brand new highs there. So Spy says, "Thanks, guys. Goodbye." Small profit. Yeah, I'm glad you did that though, right, Conan? Because if you didn't sell that position at 58 cents, guess what? Red. Spy is really looking for those all-time highs today, isn't it? Looking for the all-time highs. He does. He does. I wish I didn't delete those pictures, but I was like, I can't have pictures like this on my phone. I'm gonna delete that stuff. So then I deleted it. I should have saved it for blackmail. Rob. Yeah. I'm like, this is too dangerous. This is way too suspicious. Unbelievable. Those pictures were too bad. Too bad. Anyways, Azzy is really trying there. Come on, Azzy, give us something. Uh, 94. Oh my goodness. Dang, that's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, that's the danger when that stock is still above the 200 EMA like that. It can find support anyway, like at that level to the 200 EMA. Yeah. Uh, on Beyond Meat, nice. Mark, what did you do? What did you do? Do. Yeah, this. Oh yeah, look at that. They slapped it. They said nope, you shall not pass. Rejected. EVTV is going back up though to retest the top again. Oh, me? Oh. What do I think of the chart? I think it looks fine. We're just testing the same resistance over and over, Frank. Right? So there's nothing new happening here. It's just same resistance over and over again. Over and over again. Amazon? Okay. Amazons. Are you still in AZI? 291 is your entry, Thomas? Spy looks nice. Spy looks nice. Uh, a CYCN 204. Okay, sounds good. Make sure you put stop losses on those plays though. Time to adieu. Have a great day. Pizza, thank you very much. You too. Have a wonderful day. See you later. Have a good day at work. Hopefully they make you work overtime. There goes Azzy. See, Peter's leaving and Azzy's pumping. Is this a coincidence? Now we can tell who was the problem in the relationship. You know, who was the problem in this Peter relationship with Azzy? Unbelievable. Look at this. Peter leaves and the stock goes boom. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Who was the problem in this relationship? Wow. As he says, he's gone now. I can live my life. That is insane, isn't it? Sheesh. Congratulations if you're still in AZI. Yeah. Peter has been sacrificed. See, I told you guys. I told you guys. Wow, wow, wow. Not even 30 seconds after he leaves, the stock says, "Thank goodness he's gone now." Thank goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Thomas, did you take gains yet? I hope you're taking gains. Good job. Yeah, there you go. 360. Well done. There you go, Jay. Well done. Thanks to Peter, Megan, you made monies. Thank you, Pizza. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so a high of 380. That was a nice candle. That was a really nice pop. It's a really, really nice pop. Can Peter come back and leave again? Come back and leave again, Peter. A good moment. It's a good moment to enter. I mean, like, you had the good moment to take a potential gamble in, right? If you really wanted to FOMO into this, it would have been a break above that resistance. I'm back as the red candle. Let's go, Thomas. You just waiting for yeah. When you've made nice monies like that on this one, Thomas, make sure you put a stop loss on the other one. Right? See, at least you end the day in the green. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Peter comes back. Guess what? Red candle. As he's like, please, 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 please. I was living my life freely. Look at this. He comes back and the stock says, nope. Who was the problem in this relationship? Peter. Look at this. First red candle. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Peter, you can go now. You can go. Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, bye. Ah, uh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Donovan. Ah, yep, yep. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Um, no, 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 no. 2026. Interesting. Your short NQ. Well, looks like that's a good short. Let's go, Joe. I heard you're playing with silver now. Silver, no more ES. Yeah, that would have been a nice short. Yeah, and the reason why I haven't really looked at NXT Joel is because like sometimes when you hold like that quickly, um, I find it really suspicious because you can hold down just as quick. 2024. Yeah, no. Silver seems to have like some really nice volatility, and for the most part, that thing pushes up. For the most part, yeah. No, EVTV really wants to break out. Tony really, really wants to break out. Really, really wants to. Yeah, it's not a massive load stack. 1.1.26 according to TradingView. 1.26. Spies back below 690. So that was a really good short. Yeah. Yeah, it's trying to. CYCN, yeah, like it's holding a really good bottom at $2. Between 195 and $2, that double bottom. So in terms of like a stop loss, Thomas, you want to go right below 196, right? Because that's the double bottom at the open, right? If you want to give it a bit more room, you could go to one right below 190, right? But that's up to you though. Right below 196 or right below 190. You're green in that position for now, so it needs to get back above 210 and then get to cooking. Down 3% today. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's a write off from last year. You can do that. You can do that, Joe. That's one benefit to trading props. I like it. It's a business. Yeah, that's true. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. Yeah, since we gave the 1099, yeah. Yep, yep. I like it. Speaking of which, maybe I should get some more evals then. The 90% off. Apex is 90% off. 90% off. 90% off. Those 300K accounts would be nice, Joe. Yeah, for FJED. Yeah. That's the only one with the big discount, Joe. I like the other ones better, but every month, yeah. uh, yeah, yep, yep. No, those are perfect for like playing stuff like CPI, PPIs. Like big news. You're gonna pass it or blow it. Doesn't really matter. So perfect for chaos. Where did no Peter left. He showed up and ruined the stock and then left. But actually, when he left, the stock went back up. And then as soon as we said his name, the stock said, okay, uh, for 90. It's not bad. That's been your go-to, yeah. Yep. But then, uh-oh. That looks like a spy showing some weakness. Some weakness, Joe. See what the 15-minute chart looks like actually on SPY. Clearly super, super strong on the 15-minute. Super, super strong, right? We've been here a few times already, though. Kind of looks like a head and shoulder now, doesn't it? Right? The further you, like, the more you zoom out, the more you see the head and shoulder on SPY, right? But for the most part, it's that previous all-time high resistance. So we'll see how it ends the day today. Still strong for now on the smaller time frames. On all the time frames, honestly, it's still strong. Yeah, you really like buying high, don't you, worst trader? You like buying high. You like expensive things. Mm. Okay, back to Dan. Are you still short silver? Are you short anything? Shorts, shorts, shorts. Yeah, chaos. Yeah, no, I was telling Dan I tried playing with gold futures, not the mini. That thing ends at me very quickly, very very quickly. They said welcome. Okay, okay, Dan, nice, very very nice. Mark, you were right about going to the 200 EMA for ALMS. I think that's what, yeah, you were referring to earlier. So it's trying to bounce. No, that was. I just wanted to test it out, Rob. They said welcome, welcome, and stretch, stretch some more. Ah, come on, EVTV, something. AZI, do something. Yeah, yep. You just got inside by gold back off. Yeah. When you play gold, you have to play with the mini because the main thing is way too crazy. Yeah, seriously, Joe. Rob, seriously, like it's way too crazy. CYCN Thomas is still just in the same range, so put that stop loss in there and enjoy your day. Put the stop and enjoy your day. Yeah, seriously. You do? Okay. Yeah, I need to get some more of those 90% off evals. Uh let's see. Yeah, FJ doesn't look too bad. Come on now. Where are all the Boomski stocks? I think they're hiding them from Mark. From the 11th? Okay, so there's still a lot of time then. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, especially for your for your futures trading, because they can be a lot of expenses, So yeah. Do, 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 still well 10% profit. Okay, that's perfect then. Yeah, see, like $5,000 a day, Thomas. Yeah, yeah, perfect. Now you can relax. You can relax and enjoy your day. Yeah, that thing breaks below 90. I mean, like it hasn't been below 190 since last night, right? So, um, like the lowest it was this morning was 191, right? And last night the dip was 190 is 191 as well. So, if it breaks below that level, then yeah, you definitely don't want it anymore. Even if it bounces, like that's still pretty scammy. Pretty scammy. Mhm. Yep, Bilal, no, for sure. I think maybe the issue is like just forcing stuff today, right? Because you could tell right away, and you said it too, like super sus, right? So maybe just forcing things, you know. What is the float? Mm, 2.3 million. So not a massive float, but yes, some sus price action there. Some suspicious price action. And then as he just gave us that one pump, that's it. So take your money and go. Take your money and leave. Yeah. Just to hope this moves for you. Okay, then yeah, no, today's been a pretty boring day. Right? They have been scalps, but yeah, it's been a pretty boring day, which is annoying. Which is annoying. Hopefully the market picks up at some point now. We usually get something crazy. Like this month, every like for the last 5 years, for as long as I can remember, uh, every at the beginning of every year we've had a nice pump, right? If you go back to the AMC GME squeeze happened at the beginning of the year, right? If you go back to when HKD ran like 3,000%, happened at the beginning of the year. If you go back to DJT when it went from $10 to 150, happened at the beginning of the year. Like every year we get something crazy, right? But usually it's like mid-month to the end of the month. So we'll see. Something crazy, hopefully. 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 SkyQ is, yeah, it's trying to. Trying to. We're just getting random names like halted ups, halted down, halted up. Like that doesn't really help anybody. Does not help anybody. Well done, Rob. You took your gains. Did you sell too, Mark? Silver? Rob took his monies. Well done. That's nice. So you got in at 690 out of 10. Those calls. Very nice. Very, very nice. Is on nobody. MNTS with a bit of a pop. MNTS. That's a really nice bounce, actually. It's a really, really nice bounce. I mean, oof, damn. It's a really nice push. I think everybody's just annoyed that nothing's moving today, so they're like, you know what? Let's just go to the one from yesterday. Really nice pop. Matt, are you in this one again? Did you get back in? Obviously, that $10 is resistance, but that would have been a nice curl from the bottom there, and then $10 resistance. Finn, what's your position in SIDU? Not in the MNTS, okay. Yeah, you kind of don't like this one anymore, do you? Yeah, so nice push. Really, really nice push. Again, $10 is going to be a bit of an interesting spot. Yeah. Okay. Yep, KB. That's okay. That is okay. And MNCS is failing at $10, which really isn't a surprise. Not really a surprise for now. Yeah, SkyQ is kind of failing at the view app, but so 50. Let me take a look at EbJet and then SIDU. 1120 resistance, Brian. Looks okay though. And then SIDU, the beast. The beast. Right. So this one was on the watch list on Sunday. Why? Because it did well the week before. So it looks really, really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. What's your position in this one, Finn? You're waiting for the pullback on this. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah. See, Thomas did not just pick one name and go all in, right? Because you most likely would have picked CYCN and then praying here all day long, right? So really, really, really important. You're new, currently waiting on a good entry point on SPY. Are you playing options on SPY, or what are you doing? Options on SPY, or you're just buying actually buying SPY? Uh, Stock Twitter news. Supreme Court to issue ruling on tariffs on Friday. Friday? Chaos. Chaos is what that sounds like. Chaos. Chaos. SPY showing some weakness there. Weakness. Weakness. Some weakness. See, I wonder though. I wonder if we make if we go to 7,000. Yeah. I wonder if we make it to 700 SPY, right? So I wonder if we make it to 700 before we get a dip, because I think we all know there's a dip coming. What do you guys think? Do you think we get a run to 710, 720 before we get the April March crash, the usual crash, or do we just start going down to the abyss? 'Tank it. Why do you want the markets to tank? Love Mark. Fine. We're talking about SPY. Mark is like, nope, nope. I'm out of here. Nope. MNT has just made brand new highs. Good job, Mark. 670 and then 650. You think so? For tomorrow? Oh, fine. You have a meeting, making deals. Okay, let's go. Go do it, Mark. Do it. Do it. Do it. I like deals. I like it. I like it. Yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see it again. Like if you zoom out far enough on SPY, it looks like we have a head and shoulder, so that's a bit concerning. But we shall see. We shall see. Everybody's expecting a rally. Oof! Look at CYCN. I think looks nasty, doesn't it? Yeah. They rejected it at the 200 EMA and said, nope, go back down, please. EVTV is still just chilling right below that 75. Now or never, Tony. Now or never. Yep. No. Okay. Yeah, see, that's what I was expecting, Joe. Right? Push above 7 and then get the dip, March, right? March, April. Yeah. They cooked it. Yep. No, I think you had a really good day, Thomas. Right? Go enjoy. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah. Go enjoy the rest of your day. Mm. Dan, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's going to be very, very, very important. Very, very important. Yep. What about Tommy Boy? Yeah, I haven't even looked. Tony, where do you find it? Is it on Amazon Prime or Netflix? I think we had this conversation already. I need to know where to find it. And as he's trying to turn around, trying to curl, I need a group. KB? Yeah, no, EVTR just doesn't seem like it wants to break out yet. It's also not breaking down though, so you can't really, write it off. Oh, okay. YouTube's. Yeah, no, spies look a bit suspicious. Weakness. Weakness. Okay. Bullet, yeah, for the most part, except for MNTS, but then it's also at resistance. And then as he's trying to come back around, AZI. Mm, yep, yep. We need some rockets. Tried the $1 and time to revenge trade. Um, don't do it. No revenge. No revenge. SPY, yeah, SPY's looking super weak, super weakness. I think level, Rob. Let me take a look. Yeah, because again, if you look at this, like, look at that 4 hour chart on SPY, right? Like, there's clearly a big problem there. Clearly a big problem. All right. The good thing is again that, yeah. So there's the 680, right? So if that thing ever broke below that level, mm-mm. Right. So for now, for the most part, like, you're just testing resistance right there, right there, right there. You accidentally got in a accidentally. uh, okay. Yeah, we do need to pray for you. Let me see what the daily looks like on SPY here. Yeah, so you can see, you can still see the double top on SPY there. Looks like it's trying to bounce dojo, right? First green candle in a bit. It's trying to. Maybe it's a good accident, you know? It's a good accident. Maybe. NVIDIA is dying. Yeah. AZI is not though. AZI is like, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Don't say that name. I'm back. Weakness. Yeah, it looks weak. SPY looks weak, especially below the 200 EMA there. Yeah, weak. Weakness. Wife is almost home. I'll be back. Joe forgot to do the dishes and make the bed, and his wife is almost home. They're gonna whoop him and make breakfast. Joe, you better hurry up and have a good reason why. They're gonna whoop him. Yeah, SkyQ. Super slow, but it's done okay, KB. Jen. Nope. I know from experience from Rob. From Rob's wife almost beating him up, you know? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. On AZI, yeah. So once you get into like the 340s, you have a lot of resistance there, Belen. MNTS looks good though. That candle looks like it's halted, but it's not. It's not. Yeah, MNTS is flying there, flying. 1050. I knew that was coming. Ah, here we go, Spy. Hopefully Joe didn't sell that position. I don't think he did. I think he just left it, you know, because his wife is gonna be scarier than Spy, you know, in Q. Ah, nice bounce. Joe should be back to the green now. And then 1050 resistance on MNTS. 1050. SkyQ has done well with the bounce. Good bounce. Yeah, at least testing the 200 EMA. Tony, did you get out of EVTV? Hopefully. As annoying as today is, it's one of those days where like you can still scalp, right? You can still make some monies. You like it, Rob? Okay. I need to update. I should have done it over the holidays, but yeah. You're still up $100? Okay. It's not bad. Not bad. Uh did Trump say that? Trump says we have the highest stock market in the history of the US. We have the highest stock market in the history of the US. Lord have mercy. You know when he says that, you know blood is coming, right? You're out. Don't come to my house. Don't, yeah. You got out of it. You made money though, right? Caitlin, we are at resistance, so I think you should have made some nice monies. Yeah, and I think that's a good exit, right? I think that's an excellent exit. There's nothing wrong with that. SkyQ looks good though, right? MNCS and SkyQ, yeah. MNCS and SkyQ. So MNCS is failing at 1050. SkyQ is testing resistance at the top. Alrighty. So again, that 58 cents from earlier, right? 58 cents. So it needs to break above that. 58 cents. Belen, what are you selling? What are you getting out of? Okay. AZI? Yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with like look at that, right? There's like Caitlin, look at that. Caitlin sold, right? Probably at 340-ish, right, Caitlin? So there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Sometimes you sell stuff and you're like, dang, I know it's gonna pump, but it's resistance, right? So it's like, meh, you know what? If it pumps, it pumps, right? I can't ignore all these candles, right? Can't ignore a double top, the yellow candle, the stalling, can't ignore all of that. So no, 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 no. And even if it does go back up and break out, it's you just have to make decisions with the information you have and live with it. Joe would have been nice and green now, but I think he's still hiding from his wife, so or doing the dishes. Doing the dishes. SkyQ, double top still, 58. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already, please. Smash the like, hit that subscribe if you're new, and if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat from bot. Alrighty, come join us. Options lab, okay. Options cooking lab. What is that for SPY? That's a nice spot. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're looking at. That's a good retest too, actually. There's a breakout area and a retest. Okay, pump it, pump it, pump it, Rob. Uh, Hmm. Friday is going to be interesting, isn't it? With the Supreme Court ruling. Yeah. I don't know why they're getting involved, but yes, that's how the system works. That was a nice virus. You're in at 430. So $5 was that next level, which it's yeah. So that level is still $5 until we break above it, and then it's 520-ish. Alrighty. So we'll once it actually breaks above $5, we'll talk about, we can zoom out and look at the next level. I don't think these levels are really going to show me anything, but yeah. So maybe even 535. But yeah, for now your main obstacle is $5. But nobody called him on it, and here we are. Yeah, they'll figure it out. It's going to cause some nice volatility in the market, though. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, today's the day for scalp and move on. Scalp and run. Scalp and run. Scalp and run. EVTV, yeah, slowly. Slowly. Between the 200 and the view up, usually a good spot. Usually a good area. Give us the boom skis. ALMS. Only if it's holding the 200 EMA. Actually, it's like it's trying to reclaim it. Yeah. Cohen, yeah, this thing definitely has more work to do. And obviously you have the downtrend as well too. So this thing would be a lot safer above 1740. So need to reclaim that level. Where are the boomskis? Something do something. We have another 45 minutes though. 45 minutes and then we'll hop off and go back to Discord, but pretty slow. Uh do, 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 do. Something do something. EVTV thing. So yeah, that view up in 200 and the double bottom and the demand zone. Yeah, interesting spot there. And then ALMS is getting rejected here, Cohen, right? So 1740 rejection. So until that thing can break that downtrend and the 50 EMA, which is the yellow line, right, and close above it, it's not quite ready yet. Not quite ready. AZI, super annoying. MNCS, rejected. Pretty big supply zone up there. Rejected. SID, yeah, no, it looks fine. It just needs to break above $5, right? So $5 is your resistance there, KB. La, la, la. Okay. Have a good day as well, Caitlin. Have a good day. Anybody else? Yeah, because I think I have quite a few DMs for people just waiting for one-on-ones. Anybody else waiting for one-on-ones? Anybody else? Yeah. No, if you are, we'll do some spots at the end of this month. Alrighty. I know we said beginning of the new year, but yeah, end of this month. Yeah. I'll open up a few spots and then we can go from there. Ooh, Joe should be happy. Where's Joe? Come on, Joe. He's we're celebrating for Joe and he's getting beat up by his wife, Joe? uh, end of the month, yeah. Yeah. End of the month, I'll open up a few spots for some one-on-ones. And then we can go from there. Yeah. Insurance policy. I like it. Yeah, I like it. That's a good way to put it. Stop losses from Rob. Insurance policy. Oh, that's okay, KB. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not really saying anything important. You're bored? That's okay. That's okay. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Right? It's actually kind of holding the 50 EMA. You see the gold, orange, yellow, whatever color you want to, whatever color you see. It looks more gold and orange than anything else, but sometimes it looks yellow. Sometimes it depends on where you click on. Like if you, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, as long as it stays above that level, right? If it breaks below that, you're most likely going a lot lower, a lot lower. Thank goodness the education is in my head. Yeah. See, are you happy you became a member? Now you can watch a whole bunch of videos. Where's the bottom in this actually? Thank you, KB. Thank you. Thank you. It really wants to break out, doesn't it, Brian? Looks like a nice cup and handle now. Still needs to break out. Still needs to break out. Hmm. It's a pump. Yeah. No, it went the opposite way. That's the issue. Desmond is like we have way too many names just trying to push, but nothing actually pushing. Way too many stocks. Wait, what did I do? It's going. It's I mean it's trying. Dan, whoever is keeping him and Q from popping, stop it. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying. 7-11-75. Okay. Uh, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Maybe this time it's gonna break out AZI. Maybe this time. So push close above 340 and then you're looking for 350, obviously. Yeah. So Smith, you're waiting for EVTV. Yep. I mean it's holding the 200 EMA in the VWAP, so try and stay above 64 cents. Try and stay above that level, please and thank you. And then SIDU is coming back KB. So this looks fine. 10 cents away from the $5 level. Okay. Interesting. Lunchtime. Not yet, Dad. Not yet. We have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left before lunch. End the stream. Unbelievable. It looks like AZI's getting rejected again at 340 for the millionth time. For the millionth time. Yep, Desmond. The good thing is that it keeps coming back though, at least, right? You're getting some nice higher lows. I know, right? Evan, like, where the hell did the volume go to? Is everybody still on vacation? I think so. Everybody's still on vacation. Okay, time to pump it then. Time to pump it. Testing that VWAP. Yeah, between the Supreme Court on Friday and inflation data, a lot of chaos. That's true. Everyone has a cold. Everybody's sick. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, dang. Okay, nice. Yeah, Joe's out of that position already. Yeah, Joe made $1,100, $1,200. Nice, Joe. Chop, chop, chop. Maybe NQ will. I think so too, Rob. You know, this one's for the to move the markets. You know. uh, See, the market needs a little bit of that. Just a little bit of in the stock. I believe one of the best stocks for you this year. All your money, Samir, in what stock? Dad made me do it. No shirts up, please. Dad made me do it. I don't have that one on stream. I don't have that downloaded. Uh, renewed the 9th. Should I? Mm-mm-mm. No, Winterfell. I didn't see you tagging. Yeah, but definitely though. Yeah, we need a solid like uptrend day. Yep, exactly, Mario. Yeah, MRNO. Let me take a look. MR. That's a nice curl. It's a really nice curl actually. You can kind of tell too the like even though overall it has volume, the candles seem a bit sus. Resistance 120, usual, right? 120 resistance. Just be careful with stuff like this. Ron, okay, sounds good. See you later. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, you can do the Legend or the Legend Pro. Those two are available. Nothing else is. Nothing else is for now. No, no, no. NVIDIA CEO demand increased. Oh, NVIDIA makes too much money. Too much money. EVTE. EVT. What's your position in EVTV? Kazion, what's your position? Because right now, AZI's looking like the one, isn't it? Anybody still holding AZI? Caitlin took her monies and ran. There it goes. AZI, that thing just had to be annoying. Yeah, Larry? Yeah. Finn? Yep, probably. So there's come back, right? So like I said earlier, the good thing about this one is that you're getting those higher lows, right? And like as much as we're failing, it just keeps coming back over and over and over again. So 353. Good job, guys. Good job. My camera's freezing. Maybe it's like, okay, time to hop off. Damn, look at AZI. Damn, this stock is a crackhead. This stock is a crackhead. Damn. That thing doesn't do anything, and then all of a sudden, boom skis. Boom skis. Boom skis. Shish. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Exactly. So again, for MRNO, 120 resistance. So just be careful up there. Is it good now though? Then is the camera good now? Should be. I don't see any issues on my end. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Not allowed on Thinkorswim. See, that's so stupid. Mm, 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 mm. You just made $500. Goodbye. Well done, Larry. Well done. Good job. Yeah, see, even on a rubbish day, you can get some good scalps. Even on a rubbish day, you can get some very good scalps. $55. Good job, Finn. Well done. Well done. Congrats. Yeah, now you can enjoy the rest of your day, unless something shows up. Well done. Yeah, Hebrew. Yeah, you might need to see. This is why, again, Webull is one of the best platforms. It's very rare that you hear someone complaining about Webull. Somehow the stock is garbage, though, like complete garbage. I don't get that. And I think it has to do with being a newer IPO and warrants, and a whole bunch of like manipulation. But yeah, China, they're like, nope, we don't want that here. But a lot of the names we're gonna play with, that are gonna do really well are China names. So when you can't play with China names, that really limits you with you can miss out on a lot, like on a lot. That is dangerous. Dangerous. The splits in AM for a bit. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, though. That's how it's supposed to be. Splits are supposed to be blocked, so you get closer to, or like till after the market open for most brokers. AZI's looking really nice. AZI 380. And then so 380, and then you're looking for closer to $4 there if it can break out. Yeah, we will learn what not to do from Robinhood. Yeah, just don't understand why they're keeping the stock below $10. Definitely not fair value. Love to connect with the possible. No, 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 no. See, that is that really the email? Huh, interesting. Rob, I'm gonna send you an email. Take a look. There's no way of confirming that though, but take a look, Rob. You're new to stocks? Welcome, 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 welcome. What brought you to stocks? Welcome. Get the basics down, but still you got the basics down, but still learning. Good. Yeah, just paper trade for now, right? No rush. Take your time and just paper trade. Oof, damn. Look at Azzy. Azzy's like, come on now, let's go. Azzy says, come on. Your resistance really might be closer to 395, but I'm gonna put that line at $4. Azzy cooked. Cooked. How did you Gia, how did you find the channel? How did you find us? Yeah. Yeah. I think Robinhood makes monies from a lot of other ways, a lot of and I think that's the mistake we make, Dan, is we focus on the platform, whereas Robinhood is more than the platform. So more than the platform. Mm, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Gia. I think yeah, just paper trade for now. Paper trade. And 15. From a long vacation, Java on the beans. Java on the beans. Where did you go? Where was your vacation, or were you just vacation from the markets? You mean Java on the beans? Here comes at 395, straight into the supply zone. Can they push for 4? Yeah, you're gonna have a bit of an issue between this, like the 5 cent range, 95 to $4. You're going to Hawaii in February? Oh, that sounds amazing, Dan. That sounds amazing. I like it. Are you going on one of those cruises again, or you're just taking a vacation to Hawaii? The Philippines is where you went, Java? Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. My next vacation is gonna be another ski trip. Uh, the 19th. The 19th is a holiday, by the way, of this month. So I'll go skiing probably to the mountains. To the mountains. Hit the slopes. Stop loss hit at you're missing out. If your stop loss hit at 294, that was a long time ago. Jake, dang. Oh, see, yeah, that was that stop loss at the bottom. Yeah, yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, that was really cool. Again. The danger is your stop loss is between the VWAP and like if you take a look at a lot of these stocks, Jake, you're gonna notice that a lot of the times they bounce between like the 200 and the VWAP. So this level is really really important. Right, so that's a difficult spot for a stop loss. Difficult. Skiing is a lot of fun, Lisa. It's a lot. I really enjoy it. I think if it wasn't for skiing, I would really hate winter. Hate with a passion. Hate. But skiing is the only reason why I don't hate the cold. The only reason. Yeah. Aspen. Aspen sounds cool. I think at some point when I'm ready to travel, then I'll like go to some ski resorts like outside of the country. But for now, it's just in the country. But then again, we do have some of the best ski resorts in the world. So, anyways, here we go. Here comes $4. And as he says, thanks, guys. Boom skis. Yeah, I think there's one ski resort like in France or something. It's called Zermatt, something like that. No, I think it's Switzerland. Switzerland. That seems cool. Yeah, Zermatt is Switzerland. Yeah. Rob, I want to slap you. You know that, right? Unbelievable. And have little umbrella drinks. Yeah. No, I mean that's fun too. That's what vacations are supposed to be. I think I would get bored really quickly. You can tell by we do stocks, right? So like we have our attention span is 2 seconds. So yeah, I would get bored really quick. Um, Frank, where do you live? Andy 30. The fact that you and ski vacation tells me you're insane. Jay, I hated skiing. Yeah, the first time I skied was in high school. Like I just went with a whole bunch of friends. Still like, hey, let's go skiing. I'm like, what the hell is skiing, right? Like, and plus, like, I was pretty new to the country, so I'm like, okay, well, sure. I hated it, hated. I'm like, really? So like I traveled across the world to come like play in the snow. Really, I thought it was so stupid. But then somehow like I went again, and then I got better, and it was fun. Plus, what else are you supposed to do in the winter? Like, what else do you do? You need like an activity to do. There's a Swiss ski resort, very expensive, Java. Yeah, That's what I've heard. Like Switzerland is the most expensive place to go to. Colorado is where you're going. Okay, yeah. Colorado seems like they have some really cool like mountains. Jay, I definitely yeah. Yep. E- Any opportunities? I mean, as he's been the one, it seems Spy just had a nice fat red candle from the view out there. Yeah, no, as he's been the one that, you know, MRNO looks like it's bouncing up to 50 again. So 96 cents. But not if you yeah, so wrinkled, there's nothing that is at support for you, right? Maybe as you can retest this 380 and hold and curl again. Yeah, Lisa, Colorado seems really cool. Like when you search like ski resorts, top 10, Colorado has like two of them. And then Canada has like two. And then there's a whole bunch in France, Switzerland, and yeah. Really great if you like that type of thing. Jay, yeah. For stock like this, ideally you want to almost scale out, right? So as we push up and we're stalling at resistance and we hit these red levels, you want to think of scaling out, right? So instead of looking for that perfect level, Gia, you could sell half. I mean, even if you sell all of it, you're happy with the gains anyways, right? So, but yeah, so there's so many ways to look at like exits in the cold. Like you're like Pablo. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, yep, yep. I mean, I think I'm okay with it though because it's not like I'm working outside, so I can't really complain too much. Because then I would I would just seem ungrateful. But I don't spend a whole lot of time outside, so I don't really mind. Like if I'm going outside, maybe to go to the gym, but then I'm spending 2 seconds outside, so still cold. Yeah. In Canada, you don't think either of them ski? Well, get them into it, KB. The most snow in Colorado. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I think we've had more snow this year, in the last like week or two than we had the entire last year, right? So we've had a lot of snow, like a lot of snow. So they're not amazing, not amazing. As he's really not consolidating yet at 380. Not really consolidating. You know what's curling nicely though? MRNO. And so this one's back to testing the top again. I know Rob is in this one. So testing the that 320 $1.20. Yeah, so see if we can break and close above that. Um, so again, 320. I keep saying 320 for some reason, but $1.20 resistance on that looks good though. Looks good if it can break out. Yeah, Java, yeah. Welcome back though. Come join us in Discord. uh, I've done that maybe like once, Dan. Once, maybe once, but that's about it, right? If you say so. Yeah, no, I drove to the gym once, and it was after one of those long streams. Dan, it was a long day, and I drove to the gym and I sat in the parking lot. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm pretty tired. Like I'm exhausted. Like I'm just mentally drained. I'm like, okay, let me just sit here for a second. I'm just gonna chill here for a second, and then I fell asleep. And then 20 minutes later, I woke up. I'm like, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna go home. Like, what's this rubbish? What's the gym for? And then I went home and I went to bed. Ah, yeah, I wasn't having it that day. It's like, what is exercise? What am I exercising for? Rubbish. Yeah. Yeah. In the winter, you can't really do that though, because it's pretty cold. Like you need that conviction to leave your house when it's cold to go to the gym. In the summer, it's easy. Easy. Uh, and see you. It's 4 a.m. in Australia. My goodness. Yeah, go to bed, Gia. Go to bed. Have a good night. Welcome to the community. I don't think you ever answered. How did you find the stream? Let me know. And then, yeah, have a good night. This 120 is a bit of an obstacle there. Hilton cancels the franchise license of Minnesota hotels for refusing service to ICE agents. Interesting. Wow. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. So Hilton cancels the franchise license of a Minnesota hotel for refusing service to ICE agents. Huh. That's wild. Can you imagine like having a franchise and then they're like, mm-mm. They're like, mm-mm, we're done. Damn. Hmm. Crazy. Uh, you searched up trading stocks live and it popped up. Okay, on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Gia. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Alrighty. If you're looking for Santos, you're looking for the Discord link. If you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots. Click that link from Nightbot, and then let's see. Uh, yeah, exactly. That's the issue, Rob. And then MRNO is failing at $1.20, which again shouldn't really be a surprise. Really shouldn't be a surprise. You're pretty yeah, that's okay. Just keep practicing, right? Paper trade, paper trade, paper trade. Yeah. Craziness. Politics is an interesting place, isn't it? It's an interesting place. Come on, Spy, you can do it. Break out already. Yeah, you can use TradingView. So if you go to the description, Gia, there's gonna be a link there that says TradingView. Click on it. Don't pay for anything. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna work. I think you need to pay for it to use the paper trading thing. Um, yeah, your broker should have something though, right? Like most brokers have like a section where you can paper trade, or you can get a random app and paper trade. Right? TradingView for me is the best thing to use, just because you can have live data, and you can, like, it's like you're doing real stuff, you know. Interesting. Yeah, Webull. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you need a broker to trade, right, GM? So Webull is most likely what you're going to end up using. So you might as well get Webull and use it for paper trading. Yeah, because we have a few Australian members, and they've all used Webull. So the Webull. It's a nice recovery on SPY that Dan, almost back above 690. Go go go, pump it. That was a lesson in patience done for the day. Let's go, Dan. Well done. Finally. Mm, oh, okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Schedule. Have a good day as well, Jay. Then time based candles. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think as time goes on, people are moving away from like regular candles, right? Like we mostly use Heikin candles. As much as the timed candles, they're not really timed candles. They are, but they're not, right? Because it's not just opening and closing. Yeah, I think people are moving away. You need a lot more than just open and close. You know, you're in MRNO. What do you in at? What price did you get in at on this thing? Yeah. Okay. 108. Okay, that's not too bad. Closer to $1 would have been better, but that's not bad at all. Just make sure you stay EMA, right? The orange line has been like a really good base of this thing, right? The 50 EMA, really good base. Really, really good base. It's a little bit annoying though that like it's been to that level a few times and failed, but la, 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 la. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, there's not yeah nothing wrong with that, Rob. Mm, yeah. Can you share the Discord link? Yeah, again, if you want to join us in Discord, guys, we're gonna hop off in like 2 minutes. So let me know, 4 minutes. Let me know if you have any last questions already. If you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Brittany, you're leaving your money alone today. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So yeah, again, if you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot and become a member. Come join us. Send it, spy. Send it. Yeah, again, let me know if you have any last questions, and then we'll hop off and go back to Discords. Alrighty, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Thoughts on Spy? You bought so the 7th, so tomorrow expiration, 691's contracts on that day, 35%. Nice. Right. Well, you're gonna have to sell. You're gonna, I mean, that's not bad, right? So 38%, yeah. So at some point you're gonna have to close that position. The good thing is that it doesn't expire till tomorrow. So what I would maybe say that you can look at here, because at some point I think we're gonna come back and retest the VWAP. So like you see this level right here, right? The VWAP, right? Triple top breakout. At some, if we can stay above that level, you should be okay. Alrighty. So like if you want to give it a bit more room, just watch the VWAP, right? And hopefully, right, we can break above the previous high and just cook to new highs, and you're gonna be very happy, right? But if you're feeling a bit more cautious though, just kind of watch these candles to make sure that they keep giving you those highs, right? If it keeps trending up, that's fine. If you maybe break below the 9 EMA, maybe just close the position. So you just have to decide which one you want. Santos, yeah. Yeah. So the Legend level gives you access to Discord and most of the educational stuff. The Legend Pro will give you access to Discord, obviously, and all of the educational stuff. So it gives you access to more Legend Pro, like more in depth, like educational videos for the most part. So the clips that Rob is making for you on do you get offended when they are called shorts? Unbelievable, Tony. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I have nothing to say to you. Nothing at all. AZI, first time trading AZI. Okay. See what happens with it. Unbelievable. That's funny though. It's funny. Okay, there you go. Okay. I may take a pause if it doesn't go. Yeah, it's okay. What are you in at, KB? Spy is almost 690 at the very least, so that's good. Almost back above 690, so that is good. uh, I think it's time to go, guys. I think it's time to call it a day. I think it's time. Any last questions? Unbelievable. Mm, let me take a look. What's my calendar like? Wednesday. Uh, there it goes. So it's looking really good, right, Donovan? Like it's trending up really nicely. So as long as you stay above the 9 EMA and the candles are trending up, you're fine. Alrighty. Uh, nice bounce. Okay. Okay, let's see. Sky Q, yeah, a solid breakout. Took some time to finally break out, but that's a really good breakout. That's what I mean, right? Again, like today's pretty annoying, but right, like you can definitely play with some scalps. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day. Be safe. Don't do anything Dan wouldn't do, please. Alrighty, have a wonderful afternoon. We'll continue in Discord. Hopefully, the day and the week gets better because today was pretty slow. Much love, all. Smash a like before you go if you haven't already, please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And again, if you want to join us in Discord, click that link from Nightbot at the bottom of the chat. If you do become a member, there's going to be a link in the community section, or just send me an email, HotTradeX. Alrighty. The flu. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yep. Raven, get well soon. Everybody seems to be getting sick. Unbelievable. Bye, Rob. See you in Discord. CL. Yeah. See you guys in Discord. Alrighty. Bye for now. Much love. Bye, guys. Oh, okay. Raven. Oh, okay. Good. 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 User. Bye. Tim. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Dan. Bye, Guardian. Bye, guys.